After the split of the androgynously natured Velvet Underground in 1970 and David Bowie killing off a similarly epicene Ziggy Stardust persona in 1973, a primitive male rock-dominated genre would grow. So it's no surprise that by 1979, when the twin release were cut by the Slits and the Raincoats' debut album ensured the history of the post-punk genre was one forever linked with the female experience. The words of the late and great Ari Up speaking to Days magazine in 2014 provide an excellent background to the subversion of the Slits. At the time, you were expected to comb your hair perfectly neat and be glamorous, like the magazines tell you to be. You could not be naturally sexy. I felt we were very sexy by nature. If we wanted to be sexy, we were, but not to please men. We just did our own thing in this way. We threatened society. The witch hunt was on. I was stabbed in the street just for the way I did. The all-girl lineups of these two bands proved to me the most revolutionary aspect of the entire post-punk genre. Punk seemingly rejected rock music, but the bands could never distance themselves from emulating their rock idols with a guitar-driven sound. These bands had no idols, and the music seemed to represent that. In the words of Gary Mulholland, writing in 261 albums since punk and disco, he writes about Slits, the cut. Cut is the culmination of post-punk's refutation of everything, because while the rest of these artists sounded like they'd seen too much, implied freedom wasn't possible by the very nature of how trapped they felt, the Slits made liberation into musical flesh. Cut is the most wonderful denial of an oppressive and repressive world ever committed to tape. When people say the Slits were ahead of their time, they understate. They were imagining a future that we've not even come close to.